First is my better half, Kevin Ross. I'd like to welcome you all in. We are Railbirds Productions. My name is Sherry. Coming to you live from Honor, Michigan, from the Fallen Timbers. This is the bringing back the monthly 9-ball tournament by popular demand. Though I guess there's not everybody here that's asked for it. Hope to see you all at the future event. This will be the first Saturday of every month. Tell your friends. Come on down. It's 9-ball BCA rules. Right now you're watching a race to 7. This is an A-side match. Winner of this will be playing for the hot seat and in the money. We do use all of the BCA rules. Only modification we make is that because we do rack your own, that the bottom 2 holes don't count. Because it's a rack your own, the bottom 2 pockets don't count. I'm sorry, I was distracted. I had a player asking me a question. And 3-foul rule is in effect. There is no fourth concession of games. At the table now, you've got Shane Roebuck. Bounce off 2 balls next. It's in the center of the table there next to the 5. 2 ball does go up in the corner. Just gonna have to draw this ball back because of where the 3 is. You'd like to draw it back to just left of his hand right there. He came right of it and got the other angle. Can slide off of this and come up under the 5. So you can, depending on how deep he gets. He's got a nice shot on the 5. He can shoot this 5 up in the corner and actually come to the bottom side of the 6 if he doesn't like the combination. Combinations, no matter how easy they are, especially when the balls are, this far out of the hole, this far away from each other, and you're not taking ball in hand, they're not easy. And I thought he's going to just, because he had the angle to come in and run out, and he is a run-out player, he's got the skills for that was what he was going to elect to do. It is a little bit impeded by the 9-ball here with this shot. It's only part of the cue ball. He is able to, dig into the 6. He's going to slide off of this above the side pocket. Oh. That was a nice shot. Just got a nice angle here. Pop this off of the end rail and out. He can come out to almost right where he is now and go forward a couple rails. Straight in for game number 1. So, around the room, I also have Brad Houston playing Trent Stilson. That is an A-side match. We have Jamie Ferris playing Rick Fiorini. That is a B-side match for which Ted Kohler is waiting for the winner of. And I have Eddie Pine and Ron Boyle playing, which is also a B-side match. This is race to 7, both sides. It's a nice bank shot there by Shane. exactly ideal on this 4 here. It does cut past the 8. So he's gonna want to move the cue ball a little more than he'd like, but it's gonna give him a nice angle on the 5. It looks like he's gonna go a couple rails forward. No, just gonna slide off of it 1 rail. A nice angle to go straight up, 1 rail from the 5 to the 6. The 8 ball down, and just going to get a good angle on the 8. He's under hit this. Nice, good. He's going to have to go back and forth though. He did underhit it. He'd like to have gone a little bit further there. Just go back and forth. No, he was banking it in and came up short. That's the way you want to hit that bank shot. If you're gonna, if you're gonna miss it, you miss it long, you sell out. You miss it short, and you've either left your opponent with definitely left him with a decision to make. Do you bank the 6 in, or do you try and hide the cue ball up behind the 9 ball? Kevin is going for the 6, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he's gonna send it the other way. Wants that cue ball to come in behind the 8. It was going to. If it hits the rail first and then comes into the back of the 8 there, off of that side rail, it was a pretty shot.
Come on.
Alright, I'll be right back. Alright. And Rick Fiorini was victorious in that game against Jamie Ferris and is now playing Ted Kohler. I don't know if this is an intentional safe or not, but Kevin has left Shane safe on the 6. Should come 1 rail in behind it. Should try and hit it easy and stick in behind the 8. That was a nice effort. Hit a little thin for that. This young man plays well. Alright. What did I do with... And then Kevin missed the 6 here. He's left Shane a little predicament again. Play the combination, play the bank, find a safe. I like playing the bank. Cross corner, if you miss it, maybe you leave it safe. That's the shot that I like. And that is the one he shot. Good things can happen for you shooting that one. You can make it. If he makes it, he ends up with the shot on the 8. If Kevin's going to be trying to probably play the same safe he tried to play last time. And he's executed it a whole lot better this time. Uh-oh, I think there's a winder. I think it peaked out there. Shane's going to be doing the same shot. 6 ball to like the end rail and the cue ball back up into where it is right now. Actually, you want to hit as much as a 6 as you can here to let the angle off of the 6 carry you around table and not have to spin it so much. So yeah, he hit it thin, and this is what happens. You got to hit that. You know, I don't know if he hit it as much or if he could or not, but. And he's left Kevin a shot here to get on the board, tie this match up 1-1. And Kevin's break. I believe Kevin broke first. I could be wrong. One to one. We'll also be hosting a monthly 8-ball tournament here. It's going to be classified as a B tournament. Be using the Fargo rate though. Anybody is 525 and above is not eligible to play. That will be coming starting probably next month, the 3rd Saturday of the month. Same entry fees, 35 and 10 for 45 total, with a 500 added on 32 entrants. That will also be BCA rules. Races, as always, depend on the amount of players that we get. These are, as for right now, one-day tournaments. Trent, Shane gonna try and slide through there for a 2-9 combo. He's ended up fairly decent ankle on it. When you're shooting a combination like this, you want to be on the on your target line. So you're just shooting the full into the ball, not having to cut it a little bit here or there. That makes them so much harder. Every little bit you're off that line. And he's hung it for Kevin. It's off. Hey, Kevin gonna cut this in. Cut this too right at it. Just gotta be careful where the white's going. I definitely think, and if he doesn't cut the 2 at it, he'll kick at it. He's really adept at kicking. But I think you're going to see him shoot this combination. Do have to get your thing, show you up close what he's looking at. Why he hasn't just fired it in. It is close. He's playing safe. And that is not safe. He's going to get the 9-ball made on him here. Just like that. And the 7. Yeah, I think Kevin was supposed to go for that shot there, whether it was kicking it in or cutting it. So many different ways for him to come up with a shot on the 9 there. If you know, regardless of how you execute the save. You have the auto. There goes Shane to break. And the 9 is in the side. That counts. And that's, well, comes to bite you double for leaving him the shot on the combination there. Now he's come up dry on the break, but he has not left Shane clear path to the 1 here. He may be able to shoot through here and just play safe, but he doesn't have a shot to shoot. He's trying to get in behind this too, and Kevin knows that you can shoot through there. Just seen it done. There's a little different angle. He might have to kick at this. He is. He's kicking at it. I think he's gonna kick at this with some speed. So you gotta get a rail. Look at this behind the 8. That's a nice little roll. He hit that good. Good speed. Got rewarded for a nice solid hit. And Shane has not come up with a hit. Shoot the 1 cross table. The side pocket, or he can shoot at the side pocket where he's standing now. Give yourself more room there. He's looking at if he could shoot the 1 into the 9, into the 6. The 1 and the 9 stay right there for a combination next on the 9. But with the proximity of the 8, it kind of takes that shot out. You got to hit it perfect to, you know, get the 1-9 to stay in the corner and everything. It's better, you know. He's a run-out player. He's supposed to just run out here, come around. Left himself angle. He wants to slide up underneath this 9 ball. And this 3-5's a little bit funny looking. And cut the 3 in the corner. Slide around the 5 ball, a couple rails so you can drag off of it. If it's not that so steep of an angle, he can just drag off of it to the side rail for the 4 ball. Yeah, I figure he's got to come around the 3 rails back out. That's a nice shot. And go forward with this off the end rail and back towards the 9. He wants more angle. He wants to be more to the left there to have the angle to go forward from the 5 over below the 8 ball for the 7. He could even come up straight up to the back up to the center of the table for the 7. And that's what he's gonna like to do. Gives him the angle to just go back and forth and shoot the 8 in the side, or more options with your speed here. If you don't go far enough, you shoot it in the corner. And he's hit that with really nice speed. This is just going to be a little pop shot. Come back off of it a couple inches for the 9 in the corner. Get one back, and it'll be Shane's break. It'll be an intense match. Alrighty. Let's start with the combination here. The 2 is the ball that is above the 6. So he's going to draw over for this. Looks like the 2 does pass the 6 into the side, and I'm pretty sure with the way Kevin shot it that is the case. He may have to play it off of the 6 a little bit. But with the way he played position, I'm pretty sure it goes. And he didn't even have to use the 6. It's come up a little more angle than he likes on the 3, but should be okay here. Shoot this go back and forth, and you hope to end up for a 4-9 combination. If you don't, you still everything's out in the open for a run out, so just put everything into the shot on the 3. Just like that. And he did get the nice speed for the be able to shoot the 9. I think he's going to have to shoot a billiard into the 9 now. Bank the 4 at the 6. And play a billiard on the 9. 3-3. I'll get the payouts done for this tournament, even with it's just a 9-player field. We do a players auction. So first place, we're paying 2 places for the players auction. There's $280 in it, $180 for first, $100 for second. $455 in the purse for the event. $250 for first, $135 for second, and $70 for third. Make sure you're here next month. House will add 500 on 32 players. First Saturday of every month. Bounce out for a shot on the deuce. That is the 2 between the 4 and 9 there. Looks like it does pass the 9. Or the 4 up in the corner. And you can go forward with some right hand English to come up above the 3. And that's exactly what he's done. He wants it to get, so he's got some angle to go back across table for the 4. And he does have that. He's got to shoot this ball down into the corner. Looks like he's gonna shoot the gap between the 9-5. He can come backwards and do that too, where he was just looking at. Just come back off of it a little bit. That's probably a little easier to judge than trying to go forward and shoot that gap between the 9-5. But that's what he went for, and did he get there? That is tight. So that if you're going to shoot that one, I like going forward all the way and behind, past the 9. Got a huge gap there. And the further you get away, the wider it is. But it looks like he's got a shot. He's just going to come back over and play this 5 up in the corner. He wants it to bounce. That's nice speed. You may have to rub off the 8 just a little bit here. You want to push it towards the side, but not have it to hit the rail, so just barely rub it. Barely have to move the ball to get, first shot on the 6. I think he's going to elect to go up and down and not try and hold this up. He wants to make sure he makes this ball. Well, I didn't think he would. I think he may have hit a little fatter, and he was thinking come up with more angle than he liked. He was expecting that cue ball to be between the 8-9. And out comes Shorty for the jump. All right, get up over. Nope, did not get over it. Pretty routine two ball out for Shane here. To go back up 1. And you just say Kevin can't give him this. Or if you concede a game, you lose that one plus the next one. Sit down, let the guy play. Four, 3, Shane. This is a big match. Winner's in the money. Playing for the hot seat. And Shane has failed to pocket a ball. A 2-6 is a little bit funny. He can just come off of it and he can bank the 2 back at him, across side. They could possibly even, play a little safe here. You can maybe even go in between the 6-2 off of the 1 here. Try and create a little bit of separation of them. Maybe even the 2 comes off and give you a shot in the side pocket. No, he's going for the bank. Cue ball go probably into the rail, into the 6, and he's hoping to come out with a shot for the 3. The 3 is down off of the 6, and I think he's got a. If anything, he's got a bank shot. I don't think he can shoot this 3 straight in, but he's getting down on it like he can. There was no look at the bank, no hesitation, no nothing. So he had room to almost miss it to the other side. It shows you how deceiving the angle is from even, anywhere away from the pool table. Shoot this up in the corner and just roll forward with it, or slide off of it. Looks like he's going to hit it with some center and slide off of it a little bit. This looks like he's forced to go to the rail with some English to spin down table. And he's executed that quite nicely. Didn't come too far. He's off the rail. He's able to cue at the 6 however he wants. But, here he wants to just nothing but top. Angle is to come up behind the 7 naturally. This one he's probably going to come off one rail behind. Hey, he's wound up a little bit funny on this 9, but he should be alright. There we go, 4-4. They're giving us a match, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin's getting ready for the tournament we're going to in January. He's getting a really big head start. So, if you like to play pool, like to travel around, there's a big tournament coming up in the Seattle area. It's at the Snoqualmie Casino. It's a new promotions company out there called Big E's Promotion, headed up by Carissa Biggs Lingelbach. They have a 3-man event. Well, there's a 9-ball. That 9-ball counts. Kevin gets one of those back. But it's they have a 3-person tournament. One person on the team can be above 600. Everybody else must be below, and you must have one woman on the team. It's a $375 entry. That's including your green fee. And there is $10,000 added to that event. They also then have singles for men and singles for women. These are all 9-ball. $4,000 added to the men's singles, $1,000 added to the women's singles, and there is a $5,000 APA event along with that. All of these monies are guaranteed. Doesn't matter how many show up. You can find more information on it at the Snoqualmie Casino website. That's in the Seattle area. If you like to ski, it's about casino's like 15-20 minutes away from the lifts. I think I'm going to stay back here for the break, let you see how, not just how the balls go, but how Shane actually breaks. He's very deliberate. He likes to know exactly where his body is. Sometimes he'll get up and down off of something a few times. And 9-ball is trying to go again in that side pocket. Both Kevin and Shane have made one over there. I think Kevin was trying to look to see if that 6 went up in the corner. Where does the 3-ball go? The 2-ball's right here next. Does the 3 pass the 8? It appears that it does. The 6 is tight. He'll probably would have to get on that in the side pocket. And the 5, lends itself to getting there. You had to slide off that ball just a wee bit more. And that wasn't I underhit it. That was I didn't stroke it. he's going to have to draw off of this. Just slide to the side rail and bump back out and take a long shot on the 4. Wants to come off of it. It appears the 5 goes past the 9. Could possibly run into it, but I think he's going to straighten it up and try and come back up about where the cue ball is right now, even just a teeny bit further because of where the 6 is. He went back. He was trying to go back and forth. And yeah, Trent's going to, or Trent, I keep calling him Trent. Trent and Shane right here together. Shane is probably going to make him pay for that. Nice, easy, roll it in, maintaining angle. It looks like he's got the angle to just be able to push this forward past the side pocket and have angle on the 6 to cut the 6 in the side and be able to come out between the 7-8 or even just bump the 6 in. No, he's going to have to do more than just bump it in. He's probably going to shoot the 7 in the same pocket. If he can, just touch it in. Go to the rail maybe with a little bit of English to kind of spin it back out and shoot the 7 down in the upper right hand pocket, but I think he's going to have to go in between the 7-8. He's got a little more angle than just pushing this ball in. Yep. I think he might have been trying to stop to be able to just, shoot and stop, shoot it up in the corner. He's overrolled it a little bit, no big deal. Just shoot this ball in the side pocket, go to the end rail, and work back up towards the 8 ball. Or he can shoot it up in the corner and go to the side rail and back off for the 8. He chose not to go to the rail and back up. And I kind of just want to pop off of this because you want to maintain that angle from this angle, what is the left side of the 9. Just makes that pocket, looking down the throat of the pocket's easier than not. And this is Shane managed this one, and it's tie ball game. By 5, Kevin's break. I'm going to leave it back here so you can see Kevin's break. Alright. Cut this 2 in. You're going to go back around and try and come up. Miss the 5. Back around for the 3 in the same side pocket. This is, you can just pop it in there and let the cue ball sit right about where the 3 ball is, and you can draw it back out a little bit. But that angle's nice to come back over for the 5. He is going to have to shoot the 5-7 combination. Missed the 8. He may have wanted to rub that and pull it out off the rail a little bit. And he hasn't. It is off the rail, so it does go. But if you rub it off the rail a little bit, just makes it that much easier to get position on. Right now it's, tight up, and you don't want to get to the low side of it because there's a big opportunity to scratch. If you do, you've got to come up above it. But fortunately for Kevin, that's where the 6 is. Lu Peng, how are you? I think he's just going to follow this down. And it's another, long or short. You want to go long because you can always go to the end rail and back in behind the 8. The 8 does cut into the side pocket too. So you want to be from here it's above, but it's actually below because of where the foot spot is. Come on, you got to hit it. You needed to hit that like twice as hard. Making full contact. Bank the 6 cross side, draw off of it to the side rail and back underneath the 8. I'm pretty sure that's a shot you're going to see him shoot. He's going to slide off of the 8 or the 6 to come over below the 8. And it's a possibility for leaving a safe should you not make the 6 cross side. That is not safe though. That was a big game to go up on the hill. Better hope Shane falls down. I don't think he's going to though. It's executed that shot quite nicely. He's got angle to just push off of this rail and come back across and shoot the 9 in the same corner. He's getting ready to shoot the 8 in. He's probably going to use a little bit of center left-hand English just to push off of it, go to the rail and down. Don't want to follow it because you can end up in a little funny. It's got to be more the center ball and using the English to push the cue ball down table. And he went top with it, and it ended up, he was trying to keep that cue ball from hitting the point. If he uses center and a bunch of English, it pushes the cue ball down there, and that takes that point completely out of play. Kevin said, "Thank you, appreciate it." I was not expecting it to go down like that. I really expected Shane. Not expected. I really thought he would get out there. This young man can play some pool.
Yeah, I did that last game.
Ted Kohler wins his match. People trying to run my tournament for me. Don't do that. I got it under control. Alright, this 3 to this 4 here can be a little bit tricky. And he's hit that quite nice. May have to rub this 5 here. He's just got to control it, know where it's going. He's going to push off the back side of it. I just rub it and then you can play it up in the corner down here, this bottom left-hand corner. Well, that ended up actually landing a little bit nice for him there. Doesn't have a clear shot on the 5. He does have a combination. Although the angle, and the angle is actually a nice angle for all he's got to do is shoot at the 5. It's pretty close to being right on that. Right on his angle here with the cue ball. And he decided he was going to rocket this one and we weren't going to leave it hanging in the hole. Hill, hill, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, Brad Houston will be back up, and Ted Kohler. Out in the room, I've also got Eddie Pine and Ron Boyle playing to B-side match. Trent Stilson is waiting for the winner of this one. And Kevin has not made a ball, and a 4 ball leaves a little to be desired. He's got a nice shot to start with. The angle to come off from the 1 to the 2, the 3. The 2 is on the right side of the 3, which does lend him to be able to get a shot on the 4. Yeah, he's just gonna probably just, he can pop it forward, slow roll it, however he likes to just roll the ball forward an inch or 2. Nice little center ball shot. He can, jack up, pop it a little bit so it just stops. And there is a gap right between. He's probably going to end up playing. If he can't get where he is right now for a bank shot on the 4, I think you may see him play Kevin safe. Pop the 4 out of there and put the cue ball in behind the 7. This is hill, so it's going to take a minute longer than hill. And if it was 1-0 or whatever. And he's hit this nice. He's coming behind it. He does have a shot. It's easier to see that angle when you're up close on it like this, and got this ball in the bottom left-hand corner pocket and just bounce off the rail back out for the 5 ball that's right there. You got to get it there, though. Trying to hold this ball up is so hard. He's hit that nice. He's got a shot and a nice opportunity to close this out. He may try to run into the 7 here. I don't know if I like that. But it's so easy to get hooked by it. That 7 is a big ball. But running into it, where does it push it to? How hard does it make it from the 7 to the 8? Does it block up the 8? And I think he now has to take a... He actually has to go off of the rail at this. I don't think he can shoot straight at the 6. And you gotta hit it a little bit hard to get it to go around table. It's gotta hit the rail, hit the 6, hit the rail, hit a rail, and come back around the 9 ball. And you gotta not scratch from coming off the side of the 6 across corner. It's a very touchy little shot here, and as I said, this is hill, which makes it an even bigger shot. The muscle's starting to tighten up in the arm. The ligaments feel tight, and he is not going to get there. He's going to be hooked behind the 9, right behind it. Let's see what he comes up with here. Do you go one rail and just try to bump it? Do you come off the end rail and hit it to the side rail? Come in 2 rails behind it and kick it down table? Well, we're going to see what his choice is here. It looks like his choice is to come 2 rails. Is he going to cover it up? He might have covered it up. At least partially. No, Kevin's shooting it. He's shooting this ball straight up in the corner. And it goes straight, natural angle to go straight over to the 8. He missed it. Yeah, it's a touchy little cut shot here. Just come around a couple rails behind the 9. He's hit that nice. This is a pretty routine shot. Just cut the 8 up in the corner. Let the cue ball naturally bounce off the rail a little bit for a tiny little angle on the 9. You can even put a little English on it, have it work back down table, but I think I like just the center ball hit, pop off the rail a little bit. And he just decided he was going to stroke this ball and come back across for it. Just off straight in and on the rail. And Shane wins 7-6. Be right back with your next match. Stay tuned.